What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Getting Swole, episode 19 here for you. I'm your host, Kenny Tunison. Okay, not Tunnison. A lot of people say Tunnison, but it's Tunison. Back and rear delts. Very, very fun workout for you here. Dumbbell pullover. Said last week, it's going to be the starting movement for back day. All right, and I got 85 pounds for 19 last back day, and here I am attempting 85 pounds again, and I was just looking to get 20 plus. I'm pretty sure I stopped counting when I got to 20, but I do think, I'm pretty sure I got about 21 here or 22 or something, which is of course a PR. All right, and I know I said I was going to try my best to do every single one of these videos from now on with the mic, right? The DJI mic or whatever, for like an in-person mic'd up video. I know I said I was going to try and do that, but I was editing the previous video, okay, the chest and biceps day, and I just felt like such an idiot, okay? Everything's going good, and then I go into a set of bench press, and that's all you can hear is just this like rubbing, rustling of the mic hitting my shirt or my beard for like every single rep. And it wasn't just on the bench press, it was on the dips too. And again, I just felt like an idiot. All right, so from now on, when I do use that mic, when I start my sets or whatever, I'm gonna have to put it like somewhere like a foot away from me or something, so you guys don't hear that, okay? Because I know you don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. It sounds awful. Just like pierces the ears, especially if you have headphones on. It's just not a good look, right? Not something you want to hear. So for you guys that got annoyed by that in the last video, I'm very, very sorry, okay? I'm going to try my best to prevent that from happening ever again, all right? And that's why I'm doing a voiceover for this one, okay? I felt quite embarrassed, but I'm going to clean that up. Now, after this, I did pull-ups, and another story for you here. Decided not to add any weight. I know I did 45 for like 6 reps last week. Decided not to do any weight in this workout. Reason being, we have been working like dogs at work. Okay, all last week, we put up a split rail fence around a septic system. A lot of hole digging, a lot of picking up this heavy, like pressure treated split rail fence. It was pretty heavy. The long part was very heavy. Pick it up, carry it over. And just the digging though, a lot of the digging and clearing out the areas with the Sawzall or just the shell bar. Just cleaning up a lot of frozen dirt because it's winter here. And the first 3 inches of the ground are like frozen. Okay, so you got to dig through that, and then it's just big pain in the ass, okay? And my forearms are fried because we did that last week, and now this week at that same house, that same job, remodeling job that the company I work for is finishing up, very close to finishing up for. We were leveling the yard. Sorry, not the lard. We were re-leveling the yard with brand new topsoil this entire week, okay? Monday through Wednesday. And a lot of shoveling, okay, into dirt piles, throwing it around, a lot of raking. And that also just destroyed my forearms. So that's why I only saw one set of pull-ups there. And then I went to something new here, a forgotten exercise, some would call it, behind the neck lat pull downs. And I used to do these a lot. If you guys remember when I did Chasing the Natty Limit, I don't know if I have anyone that remembers that, but did that a little over a year ago. Might be 2 years by now. I don't even remember, but did it a lot. And I really like this movement. Steve Reeves did it a lot. A lot of other old school guys really liked it. And it feels so much better on the lats. All right, I know mind-muscle connection isn't everything, but if you do a lot of lat pull downs regularly, and then you throw this in there, it's like, wow, that feels really good on the upper back. You guys can even see here, on this view, you can see the contraction of the upper back. It feels good, and you get more of a it actually feels more natural to do on my lat pull down machine, because when I do lat pull downs, the regular ones, it's actually not tall enough for me when I go to get that big stretch at the top. I really got to upgrade this machine, but I don't know. I've just been debating it for a long time now. When I do behind the back or behind the neck, I get that full stretch. It doesn't hit the top and then lose all the tension. So it feels a lot better. It might actually be something that I add in if I keep doing crazy ass manual labor that just destroys my arms, just beats me up. But we will see. On that, I did 165 for 5, 1 partial, and then 145 drop down to for 10 reps, 2 partials. Now we're doing the seated dumbbell rear delt fly. I know I usually do the standing one, but again, my body was aching, okay, to say the least. So just sat down, wanted to take a lot of the legs out of it and really focus on the rear delts, because again, I was just beat up. Now set 1, 50s here, got 12, and then I dropped down for set 2 with the 40-pound dumbbells, and I got 15. And you guys can see I'm still using a little bit of momentum here. I like using momentum on these. I don't have a strict rear pec deck machine. I love that machine, but I don't have one, and I'm probably never going to buy one because they're just too much money, and why buy it if I can just do this and get the same results, But yeah, 2 sets for that. And then we went to the juicy part of this workout, the barbell row. Now, for those of you that remember, last week I started with, I've been starting with a quick set, and I do a controlled set after. I decided to do 2 controlled sets on this day, and I went to 275. You guys can see that right here. This is the weight that I did quickly for set number 1 last week, and I got 13 for that quick set. And I told myself, let's see how many I can get with 275 when I do it controlled. So this is me doing it controlled right here, okay? And I ended up getting 9. I was actually pretty surprised. I thought I was only going to get about 7, but got 9, felt very good. And I do think this is what I'm going to be doing now when I hit barbell rows. Doing the controlled one feels good. Maybe I'll sprinkle in every now and then a quick set of I don't know, if I'm doing 275 controlled for 9 now and quick for 13 reps, maybe I can go to 300. I can push the limits, do 300 quick, see how many I can get. It's just the sky's the limit at this point. And set 2 here, 250, which is what I usually drop down to for set number 2. Controlled again for 12 reps, 1 partial, which is the same thing I did last week for set number 2. So just a neutral there, no increase or decrease. Now onto the deadlift. All right, now again, my forearms are fried, and if you guys remember, had the slight hiccup last week. We're on that 10th rep of 335 with the deadlift. I tweaked my lower back, had to get my brother to freaking compress it because my mom, she didn't have strong enough fingers to compress that part of my lower back with her finger. And, I have a great family. All right. How many guys can say, oh yeah, my brother helped me with this slight injury, right? By compressing his thumb into my lower back. Okay. How many guys are going to say that? Most guys would be like, dude, hell no, I ain't doing that for you. But I have a great family, so very fortunate. And it felt really good the next day. But I've been very cautious lately. And doing the deadlift with the 1 to 2 second dead stop at the bottom here really helps because it releases all that tension on the bottom, gets all the tension out of the back, the forearms, and then I can reset, do another rep, and I'm still hitting the lower back. Okay, and that's the whole reason why I do the deadlift is for the lower back. Okay, it hits a whole bunch of other things, but primarily I do it for the lower back. So this is probably going to be how I do it from now on. I am a big fan of just a straight up deadlift, I guess you can call it. Hitting the ground, not touch and go, but also not the one I was doing previously where you just up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, without ever hitting the ground. But the back is looking incredible here. Okay, see that Christmas tree kind of forming in the lower part. Just got to lose some LBs and it'll be showing. But yeah, guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I will see you guys for the next one.